Welcome. For those of you that do not know me, my name's Orly. I am one of the Frog Project teachers, and I've just made this little video in order to share with you meditation that promotes love, primarily love towards oneself. Importantly, do make sure you are comfortable before we get started. So you might choose to meditate here sitting up. You might decide to come to lie down onto your backs. If you need to use props or take any blankets, ensuring you're nice and warm here, you can find those things. And as soon as you're ready, start to move towards stillness. And let the body settle. Maybe you find stillness for a moment and then notice that there's something else you need to change in order to be even more comfortable yet. Take all of the adjustments you require and then relax. The eyes close without effort. If it doesn't feel good to have your eyes closed completely, then you can half close them and soften your gaze. Just making sure the focus is within your body, within your mind. Notice what you brought to your practice today. How are you feeling? Are the thoughts racing? Acknowledge what you're thinking about. If there are any feelings present, then notice them. Check in with them. Observe too the way your body is feeling today. Where is there tension? And where is there openness? Move your awareness through the body. And as you encounter resistance, and you notice that a muscle is tense, it may be that you find that right away you're able to relax and release that tension. It may be that some stiffness remains. You see what happens here. Explore without judgment. Observe. Give yourself permission to relax as much as you can. And then bring your awareness in towards the heart center. Perhaps bring your hands to rest over the heart. Imagine that within the heart space, there is a light, a pink light. That light, that glow, represents love, the loving energy that you hold here. Connect with the area around the heart. And a little more abstract now, but in a similar way, just try and gauge how tight or how open the heart space is feeling at this moment in time. If you feel restricted in some way, if you feel a little closed off today, anxious or nervous, maybe you imagine that the muscles around the heart feel tight. If you're feeling quite connected and confident and open, optimistic, then it may be that you imagine that the muscles around the heart are feeling more relaxed. Imagine the pink light shining out from your heart center. The light moves through the muscle of the heart into the space around it. If you're holding a lot of tension there, then less light will move out from the heart into your body, less loving energy. If you're feeling quite open here, quite connected, then maybe already a lot of light spreads and moves into your body and beyond. Connect with your breath. And as you breathe in, just imagine that in-breath travels in towards the heart space, works into the muscles there, encouraging them to spread, releasing any tension they're holding. And then as you exhale, you imagine that with that breath, the tension you identified a moment ago is drawn out away from the body and released into the air around you. Breathe in, send your breath to your heart center. Imagine that breath working into the space around the heart, filling it with energy, causing it to release. And as you exhale, you breathe out that tension you identified a moment ago. As you breathe in, imagine that breath working into the heart center, causing the light within it to shine more brightly. And as you breathe out, you imagine that light radiating into the area surrounding your heart and beyond. Every time you breathe in now, think about that light glowing a little more brightly within you. And every time you breathe out, think about it spreading, expanding, moving throughout the areas of the body that feel a little stagnant or unloved. Continue to breathe and be conscious of the heart space and that light within your heart center. And then call to mind something that you perhaps do not love about yourself, or you do not love as much as you could do. So this could be an aspect of your character, it could be a part of your body or some trait that you possess. Something that you give yourself a hard time for. Call it to mind now and see if you are able to subvert that, to find some positive, replacing some of the negative with appreciation, with gratitude for that part of yourself. For example, if you feel that you're stubborn, something that we often deem to be a negative trait, you can flip that on its head and acknowledge the fact that perhaps you're just very good at setting your own boundaries. You know what you need, and you're not afraid to move towards that, unwavering. If there's a part of your body that, for whatever reason, you struggle to embrace, then send your attention to a place, a part of your physical self that you can appreciate, maybe for its strength, maybe for the way it's recovered from an injury. Feel power within your body, within yourself. There are so many things that we can be critical about as humans in relation to ourselves. We deserve kindness. We deserve love. And most importantly, we deserve to find that within our own hearts, directing it towards ourselves. The more we perpetuate this idea that we are not enough, the more that we fixate on things within ourselves we are not satisfied with, the more the brain tends to gravitate towards those negative thoughts. If we take a moment every now and then to acknowledge when that shift is happening, we can stop that thought in its tracks and find something positive instead upon which to focus on. It may not be easy, it might take practice, but the more we do that, or the more we look to strive towards that, the easier it will become with time. Send yourself love right now for absolutely anything, no matter how big or small, something that you appreciate within yourself. Return to that image of your heart space with the light shining from it. Imagine that light glowing powerfully now, moving through you. All that you can feel is that sense of love towards yourself. Let it encapsulate you. Imagine that if you were to look down on yourself here, you would see your body glowing with that pink light. Embrace it. Feel it warming you, soothing you. Appreciate all the love you are sending yourself at this moment in time. Set an intention to carry that love with you into the rest of your day or evening. If those critical thoughts sneak in, notice when that happens and see if you're able to send yourself even just a little bit of love. Do this as often as you can. Know that you deserve it. Know that you are enough. If they're not already there, gently bring your hands to rest over your heart, or otherwise send your attention to your heart center. And feel gratitude towards you. Thank yourself for taking the time to focus on you through coming to this practice today. Thank yourself for all that you are. In your mind or out loud, tell yourself, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Thank you so, so much for being here. Namaste.